Hello students, myself Suresh VS. Welcome back to my channel. So let us continue the lesson Lost Spring, the stories of stolen childhood. So we are going to discuss the second part of the story titled I Want to Drive a Car. Here the protagonist is Mukesh. And you see that Mukesh insists on being his own master. He claims on being his own master. He wanted to be his own master. He does not want to work under anybody else. So he says, I'll be a motor mechanic, he announces, he declares. I'll be a motor mechanic. That is his ambition. Do you know anything about cars? I asked. So the narrator asked him, do you know anything about cars? I learned to drive a car. He answers looking straight into my eyes. While telling this, he looks straight into the eyes of the narrator. That means it shows his determination. I will learn to drive a car. So he has strong determination to become a motor mechanic. For that, he should learn driving a car. His dreams looms like a mirage. You see that his dream to become a motor mechanic as well as to learn driving a car. It rises like a mirage. Mirage means an illusion or a false appearance. Amidst the dust of streets. Amidst means in the middle of. In the middle of the dust of streets that fill his town Firozabad. His town that is filled with a lot of dust and which rises to the atmosphere. So along with this dust, his dream also rises like a false appearance or like a mirage or an illusion. And Firozabad, you see that it's famous for its bangles. Firozabad, all of you know that it's nearby Agra. It's very much famous for bangles. Every other family in Firozabad is engaged in bangle making because every family, all the people living there, all the families settled there are engaged in bangle making. It is the center of India's glass blowing industry. Glass blowing means glass melting. So Firozabad, it is the center of India's glass melting industry where families have spent generations. And there you see that the families, they have spent generations working around furnaces, welding glasses, as well as making bangles. So they have spent generations working around these hot furnaces or hearths and welding glasses and also making bangles for so many years. And it seems that they are making these bangles for the women of our country. Mukesh family is among them. So Mukesh family is one among the families, those who are engaged in bangle making. None of them know that it is illegal for children like him to work in the glass furnaces with a high temperature. These furnaces are of high temperature. So it is illegal. It is against the law. Working, behind or working in these glass furnaces which emit such a heat. So nobody there knows that it is illegal. It is against the law to make the children work in such a glass furnaces with high temperatures, in dingy cells without air and light. And you see that they are working in dingy cells. Dingy means dark and dirty. Cells means small rooms. They are sitting in such a small rooms, dark and dirty rooms. Sitting by, nearby such a furnaces which emit high heat. So it is illegal to make those children to work such a way. That the law, if enforced, if the law is made into force, could get him and all those 20,000 children out of the hot furnaces, and it could make him, Mukesh, as well as 20,000 children working there in such a small rooms, sitting by, then such a furnaces can be made free if the law is enforced. Or if the law is made into force, they can be set free. Because children should not be, it's a part of child labor. Children should not be made to work in such a dangerous places. where they slog their daylight hours, often losing the brightness of their eyes. The slog means work hard for a period of time. And in such areas, such rooms, they work throughout the day, in the daylight. They don't see the daylight sitting in that small rooms. They work continuously for a long time. And as a result of what happens, most of them lose the brightness of their eyes. That means most of these children become blind. Mukesh eyes a beam as he volunteers to take me home. Volunteers means to do some free service. And you see that he was very happy to take the narrator to his home. That time his eyes beams. Beams means shines. He was very happy. And his eyes beam as he volunteers to take me home. Which he proudly says is being rebuilt. While taking the narrator to home, very proudly he said to the narrator that, yes, my house is rebuilt. We walked down stinking lanes. Stinking means foul, smelling lanes. Lanes means narrow path. And you see that both of them, you can see Mukesh and the narrator, both of them are walking through such a narrow lanes or narrow path. Their smell is coming out. Foul smell is coming out from the chalked garbages. Chalked means blocked garbages. The garbages are blocked or chalked. From that, what is coming out? The foul smell that is coming out. Past homes that remain hovels with the crumbling walls. And they passed many homes. They cannot be called the homes, they are the huts. Yes, the hovels. Hovels means sheds or huts with the crumbling walls. Crumbling means of falling walls. So they pass such a huts which has got the falling walls and also wobbly doors. Wobbly means unstable. They have got these huts have got unstable doors. It seems that it looks like it will fall down at any time. So they pass us through such a huts which has got the falling, or we can say wobbly doors, and then the crumbling walls. No windows. These huts have got no windows, and such a small sheds or huts without the proper windows, without the proper doors, the ventilation and all, these houses or these huts are filled with so many human beings. And not only human beings, humans as well as animals, they coexist there. They live together there. Yes, they are crowded with families, humans and animals, coexisting in a primeval state, as if in an ancient state. The ancient period, you see that animals and the human beings both lived together, and such a way they live there in these houses, in these huts. He stops at the door of one such a house. So after walking, immediately he stops in front of such a hut, and afterwards bangs a wobbly iron door. He strikes at a wobbly iron door or unstable iron door with his foot and pushes it open. Then he pushes the door open. We enter a half-built shack. Shack means a hut. So both of them enter a half-built hut, and in one part of it thatched with a dead grass. So one part of the house that was roofed with or thatched with dead grass, and is a firewood stove over which sits a large vessel. And there you can see a firewood stove. Over this firewood stove, a vessel, a large vessel was kept of sizzling spinach. And in that, what was there? A hot sizzling spinach was there. That means they are cooking food. On the ground in large aluminium platters. Platters means large plates. On the ground, in large aluminium platters or large, a very big plate, you can see more chopped vegetables, cut vegetables were kept. A frail young woman is cooking, and there nearby that stove, there sits a frail means very weak and thin. A woman was sitting nearby the firewood stove, and she was cooking the evening meal for the whole family. So whole family she was cooking meal. Through eyes filled with the smoke, she smiles. Now we can see that her eyes are filled with smoke. And though her eyes were filled with smoke, she tries to smile at the narrator. Who is she? She is the wife of Mukesh's elder brother, not much older in years. And but she is not much older in years. She has begun to command respect as the Bahu. She is the so-called Bahu, or we can say the daughter-in-law of the house. She gets such as the respect as the Bahu of the house. Already in charge of three men. And she is in charge of three men there. Who are they? Mukesh and Mukesh elder brother and one more person. Who is that? Yes, their father. So her husband, Mukesh, and their father. When the older man enters, she gently withdraws behind the broken wall and brings her veil closer to her face. When suddenly Mukesh's father comes, okay, he is the aged member of the family, and immediately she withdraws, okay, behind the broken door and covers her face with a cover or cloth. As custom demands, daughters-in-law must veil veil means cover their faces before making, yes, before male elders. That is the custom. Before the male elders, they are supposed to cover their face. They cannot appear in front of the elder members of the family showing their face. They have to cover the face. In this case, the elder is an impoverished bangle maker. And you see that here the elder member of the family, that is Mukesh's father, he is an impoverished bangle maker. Impoverished means a totally poor bangle maker. He is a very poor bangle maker. Despite long years of hard labor, first as a tailor, then a bangle maker, he has failed to renovate a house. Renovate means rebuild or repair. You see that he started his work as a tailor and he worked for a long time. Then he started bangle making and he has done both this work. For a long years he has been doing this work, bangle making. But you see that even after doing all this continuous work for long years, he was not able to renovate his house or rebuild his house. Sending his two sons to school. He could not send his two sons, Mukesh as well as his brother, both of them. He could not send them to school. All he has managed to do is teach them what he knows. Only one thing he could do in his life. What was that? To teach his two sons, Mukesh and his brother, this art. The art of making bangles. That only he knew. He knew only one thing, that he was making the bangle that he taught his two children. He could not send his two children to the school or renovate his house. It is his karma, his destiny, as says Mukesh's grandmother. So one more member is there in the family, that is Mukesh's grandmother. So Mukesh's grandmother said it to the narrator, it is his karma, or it is his destiny, it is his fate. Who has watched her own husband go blind with the dust from polishing the glass of bangles? What happened to her husband? That means Mukesh's grandfather. He became blind after polishing the bangles for a long time. You see that he became blind. And this poor old woman had witnessed it. And go blind with the dust from polishing the glass of bangles. Can a God-given lineage ever be broken? Lineage means a tradition of the family. So she asked her, it is a traditional work given by God. It's a traditional job given by the God. Can it be broken? We cannot break it according to her. She imbibes, that means she suggests. Born in the caste of bangle makers, they have seen nothing but bangles. So they are born in the family, or born in the caste of bangle making. So they don't want to change their traditional work or their custom. And you see that they have seen nothing else except to bangle making. That means they have never shifted their job or their work from bangle making to any other work, because they believed in sanctity of their job. They thought that it was given by God. In the house, in the yard, in every other house, every other yard, every street in Firozabad, okay, everywhere you can see the bangles. You can see only the bangles, nothing else. In the house, inside the house, in the yard, in the courtyard, in every other house, every other people's yard, every street in Firozabad, you can see only one thing, that is bangles. Spirals of bangles, bangles, coils of bangles. Okay, bangles that is in the form of coils. Sunny gold in different colors. You can see that like a sunny gold, paddy green, royal blue, pink, purple, every color born out of the 7 colors of the rainbow. So in all the colors which have taken birth from the colors of rainbow, then it's in different colors. You can see only one thing everywhere, that is bangles, bangles, bangles. And every color lie in mounds in unkept yards. Unkept means disordered yards. So in a disordered yards, courtyards, everywhere you see that the bangles were kept in heaps, in mounds, are piled on 4-wheeled hand carts. Even in hand carts, you see that in hand carts also the bangles are piled, or we can say mounted, and which are pushed by young men along the narrow lanes of the shanty town. And through the shanty town, the small town, young men, they are roaming with the bangles on this hand carts to sell it. And in dark husbands, next to lines of flames of flickering oil lamps. Flickering means moving. And in dark husbands, in dark settlements, in the dark huts, in dark houses, okay, next to lines of flames of flickering oil lamps, sitting nearby the lines of moving oil lamps, boys and girls with their fathers and mothers welding pieces of colored glass into circle of bangles. You can see that small children, that can be the boys, girls, father, mother, all are sitting nearby such oil lamps, moving oil lamps, and what they are doing? They are welding pieces of colored glass into circles of bangles. Their eyes are more adjusted to the dark than to the light of outside. After working for a long time nearby this oil lamps, their eyes are adjusted to the darkness more than the daylight, because they don't have the time to go out and watch the daylight. That's why they often end up losing their eyesight before they become adults. So many of them become adults. What happened? Many of them lose their eyesight. They become blind. You can see a young girl here. Her name is Savita. Savita, a young girl in a drab pink dress. Drab means dull. In a dull pink dress, Savita sits alongside an elderly woman soldering pieces of glass. Soldering means joining. She is sitting nearby an elderly woman. What is she doing? Soldering or joining the pieces of glass. As her hands move mechanically like the tongs of a machine. Tongs means tools. As if the tools of a machine, her fingers are working mechanically, because she has been engaged in this work for a long time. So it works mechanically. I wonder if she knows the sanctity of the bangles. I thought whether this girl, Savita, young girl, she knows the sanctity, the sacredness of bangles. The bangles which has some sacredness or sanctity, whether she knows it. She helps make it symbolizes an Indian woman's suha or auspiciousness. And it is considered, bangle is associated with an Indian woman's suha, or we can say auspiciousness or fortune or good luck in marriage. So in marriage it is compulsory for them to wear the bangles, because it is something connected to suhag, or we can say auspiciousness or good luck of a woman who is going to get married. It will dawn on her suddenly one day when her head is draped with a red veil, and it will dawn on her. That means one day she is going to understand. Dawn on her means will understand. One day she will understand when her head is draped, means covered with a red veil. That means one day she will get married. That time she will understand about the importance of these bangles, sanctity of these bangles which she is making now. Her hands dyed with henna and red bangles rolled on her wrist. When red bangles rolled on her wrist and hands filled with yes, red henna, she will come to know. That means on the day of her marriage, she will come to know about the importance of this bangles. She will then become a bride. Like the old woman beside her who became one many years ago, she also will become a bride like the old woman who is sitting nearby her. She became a bride long years back. She still has bangles on her wrist. Still, she was having that bangles on her wrist, but no light on her eyes. But there was no happiness. Light here means no happiness on her eyes. She looks dull. Okay. एक वक्त सर भर खाना भी नहीं खाया. She says in a voice drained of joy without any happiness. Or we can say that without any enjoyment in life, without any happiness in her yes eyes. She says that she did not enjoy even one full meal in her entire lifetime. She says that she has not have food entire lifetime. She has not have a 2 times meal, full meal, stomach full meal. She was not able to eat in her life. See that, what a pathetic condition, what a critical stage it is. That is what she has reaped, that she has reaped or harvested throughout her life after doing all this hard work. Her husband, an old man with a flying beard, says, her husband, an older man with a flying beard, very long beard, which is moving in the air, and he says, I know nothing except bangles. I know nothing except bangles. Only one thing I know, that is bangles. To make bangles. No other work. I don't know any other work. All I have done is make a house for the family to live in. So he says, only one thing I did in my life, that was I made a house for my family to live in. Hearing him, one wonders if he has achieved what many have failed in their life. Hearing this, one will wonder. One will be surprised. We will be surprised. Though he has achieved something, it means he has achieved something that others could not achieve. That means all other bangle makers of that area were not able to make a house. Only this person could make a house for their family. He has a roof over his head. It's strange. Dear students, let me stop here. So I will be coming the last part of the lesson in my next video. Please like and subscribe my channel. Thank you. Thank you very much.